Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? Hoping it might pass by. Just gets me down this one. The charms of driving a Porsche to work. And all I live for is what is left. And no one knows. Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? No, I don't think so. Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? No, I don't think so. Don't think that they remember. And all the living voices are what is left. And no one knows. Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? No, I don't think so. Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? No, I don't think so. Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? No, I don't think so. Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? Do you think we can be better? No, I don't think so.
Hey, what's up, people? How you doing? Welcome to another live stream. We got Random Fish here. I've something scheduled during this. You watch later. Okay, no worries. We got Dot. What's up, Dot? How you doing? This old lady predicted Foodie and Peetz were going to get back to get a place together. She's using him again for his credit. Yeah, something like that. We got Honeydew, we got Vanny Joe, we got Pebbles, we got Nicole E, we got Crystal. Barbie Krystal Station, aka Crystal versus Electric, aka Crystal Station versus Christy Tammy, aka Christy versus Crystal Station. We got her in the chat. Living life, what's going on? Nola Boo, Cypher, and Otter Girl. I don't even know where to start. If Crystal wants to come up and talk for a bit, we can do that. Other than that, we're gonna just get straight into it. So we're gonna do the Al Sultan Salas channel is talking about their pets. It seems Foodie Beauty wanted to do a video about this. So let me just get into that. Let me share my screen. We're going to go straight into it. After this, we'll talk about community tab. Foodie Beauty is taking a break. I'm sure you know because a lot of channels have addressed this. Then we're going to get into the Pete stuff. Shout outs to the channel Eyelash doing good work. I'm sure you've seen it. Thousands and thousands of views. So let's go. I kind of like this.
I'm so tired now, especially from playing two chapters at the same time in one live. Good job. Thank you, honey. Here we go, guys. Salah, awesome. Thank you, Teardrop. Julia time. Oh yeah, you remind me because I was about to end the stream. Give me a minute.
Oh boy. All right, so I think we played this yesterday. I guess Foodie Beauty saw there was traction, so she had to put the video out on his channel.
Hi, Julia.
Hey there, other girl.
Someone will see you.
Jughead as in like Archie and Jughead.
Say hi, Julia.
Does he? Does he look like Jughead? Hey, just JC. What's up? It ain't that. Hey, Eggy. What is up with the ominous music, I should say.
She's so calm. Fluffy cat.
Life Lindsay, what's up?
Yalla. Say bye. Say bye for them. Yalla, say bye.
Maybe he sweats when he's gaming. Maybe it's just that intense that he needs a head sweatband. Remember when those were a thing in hip hop? Like you'd wear sweatbands on your wrists and on your head. It's up, Large Marge Sapphire.
Baby girl. What are you doing?
OMG, Foodie Beauty just released a video trying to get weight loss surgery in Canada. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna finish this off and then we're gonna get into that video. Then we're gonna get into some Peetz and Foodie Beauty moving in together stuff. Then Krystal, and then we're gonna get into the Gens View stuff.
Yalla, say bye. Say bye. Say bye, Beezers. Yalla. This stands for Howie. Wait.
Yikes. He does. He definitely does work up a sweat.
It's Howie. The cute hamster. Howie scares me. Why? He's so friggin' cute.
All right. I guess you do, Eggy. That's why you won't get any hamsters. Carry the 25th, carry the 12th.
Cute boy.
What a workout.
Yalla, say bye, Beezers. Cute boy. house to your mousy house.
This man is happy. He's gotten what there's an appropriate song for this. What was it? Yes, but maybe I shouldn't even say it. There is a song for this.
All right, guys. I was beyond happy to see you all in the chat. We had fun together. I hope you enjoy this game. It's my best. It's top one game. The best horror game ever.
Is this current? Yeah, I believe this was from yesterday or the day before because I made a video about this yesterday and I think it was like 12 or certain hours behind on this. So it's pretty current. He's very happy since Foodie Beauty is gone. What's up, Miss Ella? Enjoy your grocery shopping.
So until then, wait for me. Maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow. I'll continue playing the part 3. Until then, guys, take care all. Have a lovely day and happy new year in advance. Thank you all moderators. Thank you Beezers. Thank you everybody in the chat. And have a good night. Goodbye.
When we get the guitar out, sure, Eggish Toast, when you come on my stream later on, Monty After Dark, and you put up the cam and show everybody your beautiful face. Happy Saturday, Mary. Ladies, Salah is free game since his wife is out of the country. That's what she said about 4x guy. Remember that? 4x guy? He was in Canada. His wife was back home. And she was like, she explained it was okay because, his wife is, back home and the man has needs. So doesn't her man has needs? It's funny how she has placed herself in the exact same situation that she was taken advantage of with somebody else. Now, I'm sure she's going to say it's not cool when she's in this situation, right? When she's out of the country and Salah is there. But yet how funny it was, well, not really that funny, that August, September of 2022, she was very, very busy with four times guy. He's gonna keep the ring on. So true, he's gonna keep the ring on. He needs those wire transfers, exactly. Say cheese. He loves that cat. I think so as well. You know why she's doing this? She's getting this video over 8 minutes so she can put it mid-rolls. She has it at 8 minutes and 5 seconds. So this is just to stretch it out. The music can be bothering, yeah. I do think he does love the cat, but I've been hearing other things about this. So I'm going to reserve my thoughts, for a little bit later. All right, so that is it. That is it. Let's get into the latest with Foodie Beauty after this. Hey, is Crystal still around? I seen your latest videos, Crystal. You're still doing your thing. How come you guys are not doing anything with Marty? Like, I don't know. But hey, that's up to you. If you wanna have a link, you wanna come up, you wanna chat, then by all means. Other than that, let's jump into this. Let's go.
What I had for lunch out yesterday. So I went to a restaurant and they give you this soup for free with your meal. It comes with it. Whatever you order, homemade chicken noodle with crackers, so comforting. And these chicken strips and fries and coleslaw, all homemade with honey garlic and a side of gravy. Oh my gosh, you guys, they were so juicy and big and delicious.
Supreme Mommy
Yum,
Long Legs.
bismillah. Well, hello guys. Welcome back to another video in my car in the middle of nowhere. So, as you know, I've
Wait a second. If it's the middle of nowhere, why is on your right it's blurred there, Foodie Beauty? If it's in the middle of nowhere, why you gotta put the blurs in?
come to Canada in hopes of starting a weight loss surgery process. I would like to start by getting more information. But I want to share, like, I'm not going to say which clinic, weight loss or bariatric clinic I go with or whatever, but I'm going to share the process with you from beginning to finish because it's, you know, a lot of people have had it, and I like the idea of sharing experiences, you know, with others. And that's the whole reason I would share a lot of struggles I've had um, in the past with certain things I've gone through, medical or whatever. So for those of you who don't know, weight loss surgery, I think gastric sleeve and Roux-en-Y gastric bypass are covered by universal healthcare here. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Now, the downfall with our healthcare system, you know, it is universal, and I mean, the surgery is covered by that. So, I mean, the only thing is, is that there's a wait time. You know, right now, some hospital ERs have like a 20-hour. I think that's like unprecedented. Like, it's never been that high. But the weight loss surgery,
Wait a second. Wait a second. What the hell's going on? No, good morning, Billy's and Mimi. How you doing? And now it's not blurred. What was the change? I am sorry. When did
say
it
which
change?
clinic, weight loss or bariatric clinic I go with or whatever. But I'm going to share the process with you from beginning to finish because it's, you know, a lot of people have had it, and I like the idea of sharing experiences, you know, with others. And that's the whole reason I would share a lot of struggles I've had um, in the past with certain things I've gone through, medical or whatever. So for those of you who don't know, weight loss surgery,
Strange that it's not blurred. It seems like it's the same thing. It's not. What the hell? WTF?
I think gastric sleeve and Roux-en-Y gastric bypass are covered by universal healthcare here. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Now, the downfall with our healthcare system, you know, it is universal, and I mean, the surgery is covered by that. So, I mean, the only thing is, is that there's a wait time. You know, right now, some hospital ERs have like a 20-hour. I think that's like unprecedented. Like, it's never been that high. But
Are wait times due to COVID? No, wait times are due to a lot of factors. You could boil it down to money. Money is basically it. There's nurses. Before there were a lot of nurses. Well, before that, nurses were scarce, and there were a lot of nurses because I knew people who were still in school but was getting hired by like major hospitals, and then it went to there is a scarcity of nurses because after a while people weren't getting hired before they even graduated or took their exams. There was too much nurses. Now there's a lack of nurses again. Also lack of doctors. Doctors are scarce, especially in a lot of rural areas. So increasingly, the wait times are progressive. But if you maybe play your cards right, there are certain times at the hospital where the wait times can be cut in half. Because what happens, like most people, are sick or they feel ill or something's wrong with them, but they don't go in on like a Friday night or Saturday or Sunday. They typically go in like a Monday morning. I know it's messed up, but people actually do this where when it's time for work or whatever, all of a sudden the symptoms are just too much for them, and they go in. Typically during like the weekdays on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, yeah, and Fridays as well. But yeah, you necessarily won't see a lot of people on like a Friday night, Saturday or Sunday, unless something like really has happened. Like people usually reserve themselves and wait it out until starting on a Monday. What can I say?
But the weight loss surgery, I think it's could be about a good year and a half, maybe 2 years. It just depends, because each step you have some testing you have to do, and I don't know. I might be able to skip the sleep study one because I have sleep apnea, and I've been having it treated with the CPAP. By the way, that CPAP should have its own passport, because at this point, why am I spitting? This point, it's been to more countries than most of my haters. Anyway, so I just wanted to share a little bit of experience today I've had with that. The first step, of course, is and one of the criteria, I should say, that you need to meet in order to get weight loss surgery is you need to be referred, right, by a physician, your family physician specifically.
Yeah.
They request who will be following you throughout this journey. You need a physician to monitor things, whatever, medical stuff. But I don't have one. Mine that I had moved to another country. I don't even know where. So, since then I haven't had one, and the wait list for some places is 2 to 3 years. It's anyone from Canada will know, I at least in Ontario, you will know how hard it is to get a family physician. Sorry, my phone.
Wait a second. Why is the blur back on? The diabetes arc is over, says Cypher. The weight loss surgery is going to cure her beatus. That seems to be the new plan. It seems so. What's up, Jess? How you doing?
Stand for my car broke. So that is a big struggle with Canadian healthcare. So what I need to do is first get referred. So I'm going to clinics middle of the day. Probably not a smart idea, as I found out today. Different clinics, usually full, too long of a wait. Like, just, I don't even know if they can refer me. So I left some voicemails with some bariatric place. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just making calls here right now. So
Suburban Hillbilly, what's going on?
I called the place and asked some questions, and they're going to get back to me. I need to know certain things. There's also the last clinic I just went to had a sign on the door, "We're full for today." So basically I need to go very early. That's why you see people lining up at the door of clinics in the morning. That's probably the smart thing to do. And that's something I need to do as well. But I'm going to keep trying tomorrow. Tomorrow I think is weekend. So maybe Monday I will stand in line very quickly. Now the holidays are coming, so I don't know how far I'll get, but I'm going to try my best here.
Mary says, what happened to pushing the pyramid scheme, the drinks? You mean the Unicity? Yeah, the Unicity drinks. I don't know. Maybe she'll keep pushing them, or maybe she will stop. You know how she is. If things don't work for a few days and she doesn't get tons and tons of money, she typically gives up. And I can give you tons of examples, like her shorts channel. What else did she give up on? The couples channel has been abandoned. Before that, she had a vlogging channel. Just name it. So many things has been given up on after a few tries. And we can even talk about the cyclo diets that she's been through, the water fasting, keto, clean or dirty, so much more.
Also, I will be going live. Do not worry. I just don't know exactly when, but it will be soon. I'm not going to not go live ever again. So, anyway, so I guess I'm just going to have to wait to get referred. I'll share updates with you guys when I have more information, like, what's going to happen. I hope that, a clinic doctor can refer me, because at this point, I don't know how people are getting referrals unless you have a family doctor. It's like pulling teeth here where I'm from. Like, it's so hard to get a family doctor. It's ridiculous. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's frustrating. It's going to be tough, but hey, at least I don't have to pay thousands of dollars, I guess, to get it done. So now I know that people are like, some people are just like saying that I made derogatory comments before about the surgery. Um, so some things that people are saying I said, I need proof of that because I don't remember being, I remember maybe having an opinion about it and saying, I don't remember saying people are weak if they can't do it because I don't, I
Wait, I guess she is talking about Perfectly Imperfect went back. And she did say many disparaging things about weight loss surgery. So I believe she's referring to the Perfectly Imperfect video, if I'm not mistaken. Because, yeah, I do remember her saying a lot of stuff about weight loss surgery when other people were talking about, hey, I think I'm having a weight problem. Maybe it's best I get weight loss surgery. Who was it specific to? Was it Amberlyn Reed? Yes, it was Amberlyn Reed. At the time, her and Amberlyn Reed weren't really getting along. Amberlyn Reed was trying to get WLS, and a lot of people are like, Amberlyn was probably not going to get WLS because there's a lot of things, a lot of factors that you got to look at before you can get that. And then Foodie Beauty had to chime in, sub Sandra, and that chiming in was just all negativity that, yeah, people are essentially weak if they're going to get weight loss surgery. And then months ago, a year ago, she starts talking about trying to get weight loss surgery. So there you go.
feel like I'm weak. I don't feel like I'm strong. I don't feel like I can do it on my own. And at the time, maybe I thought that I don't know. If I said that, that was very arrogant. But I think it was a projection on my part because I felt like if I had to resort to weight loss surgery, that I was weak. And you know what? I think that in some areas people are weak and some people are strong in different areas of their life. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing. Everybody has weaknesses and strengths, right? So, my weakness is that I cannot control myself um around food. I have not been able to successfully so far. I think we should use that language. I have not been
Blur,
able to, instead of I can't. I have not been able to so far control my addiction to food and my binge eating disorder.
the blur's back on. Why? Is it like she had this on another video and now she forgot to take off the blur? That's why it's randomly coming in and out.
And I just think that, people feel bad on themselves about that if they don't have willpower. I think that it has nothing to do with willpower in a way. Like it's a disease, it's a psychological, it's so hard, It's so hard. People don't understand maybe until they've had it. And if you've been able to beat it, sure, but you must know how hard it is for people. It's not just down to just stop eating because I mean, people have obviously tried that many times. It's really almost impossible to fight those impulses that come along.
Ready, set, Fupa Febreze. Ricotta Cheese says she could get the surgery in Turkey. Yeah, she could get weight loss surgery in Turkey. She could also get some hair plugs put in. Get her hair implants, and then she can go. Where's the place now to get like a BBL? Is it Brazil? You get a BBL these days? Uh, uh, or where? What is the number one country? Wait, some people go to the Dominican Republic for BBL. All right, she can make the rounds. Turkey for weight loss surgery and some hair plugs, and then Dominican Republic or maybe Brazil for a BBL.
So it's not just a hunger pang. It's so much deeper than that. So if I spoke in any derogatory way towards it, to those people who've had it, I didn't mean it in anything personal. I think it was to do with me that I felt weak, that if I ever had to get weight loss surgery, I feel like defeated because I have to resort to that. The thing is I still feel that way a little bit. I still feel that way a bit. About myself, not about other people who have it done, about me for some reason.
I think that's what's going on, Benny Joe. I think she wants the Canadian taxpayers to pay for her surgery, so she's going to make the rounds to not have herself pay for it. Yeah, you're right. This is exactly the angle that she's doing. Yeah, you're extremely right. Boom, you got it. You hit the nail on the head.
And I don't know if that makes sense. Probably not. But I'm trying to explain it. I wish I didn't have to have it. I don't even know if I do have to, but I'm at this point, I just want to try to use it as a tool to help me. And also along that with the mental health help, I'm this week coming, I have a lot of dealing with my mental health. That will be the next step. I itemized what I need to do here, and it's so much. I look at my list and I think, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do all of this to take care of myself, and be an adult and take care of all of these things alone. I'm not alone. I have my husband, even though he's not here, we still are in contact literally all day until bedtime. And then he's a big support a lot. And then I have my family and some friends and, but I still, when you're dealing with, and I mean, they're really helpful.
Sorry, what was the issue with lime jello? Because I am lost there. Can somebody explain, Jess? So what happened in Salah's life between herself and lime jello?
In a lot of ways. And I'm going to be getting help, especially mental health help. I'm going to try to utilize whatever resources I have. And I don't know, wish me luck. And I wish you guys luck too if you're going through any of these kind of things. But I just do you guys like this is why I can't have hoodies. I just always so yeah, anyway, I'll be excited when I have a referral in. Then I don't mind waiting. Honestly, the hardest part is getting a referral, I find. But I haven't made it far. I'm sure the surgery is tough too.
Okay, so thank you, Steady C. So lime jello had weight loss surgery and foodie berated her. Yeah, typical foodie behavior. She's lying. Do you have no friends? Well, she has Peetz. We're gonna have to talk about Peetz and her and Peetz moving in together. It seems that might be the case. That seems might be a little bit of hush, 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 hush.
But I hope that I can
Yeah,
do it in a timely manner, like maybe a year, not more than a year and a half. We'll see. I'll try to go to all the appointments and just like do what I got to do fast, timely. Anyway, so that's my struggle right now. I'll just keep you updated on all the health things, because I have my papers here. My purse. I brought my papers with me. Brought my papers along from Kuwait with my diagnosis. It says diagnosis, diabetes, because my A1C was, what was it, 11? I think, or 10, or I think it was 10, or maybe 11. I don't know. I forget. It's on the paper, so that I can have my diabetes controlled here as well. So I'm gonna have them review the medication because I think I have more access to better diabetes medication here. If you guys are on anything that you would suggest, something that's not going to hurt my tummy, like the metformin and Genumet, something, maybe, I don't know, I forget some of the names people were leaving in my comments. There's an Ozempic shortage. I was on that before. There's people suing the company right now for getting gastroparesis, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of freaks me out. So
congrats to you, Amy. See you later. That's pretty cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Whatever happened to Kuwait having better medical than Canada? Why is it that she is now okay with 20-hour wait times when Kuwait had this? It was so much better. She would disparage Canada, but now the reality is settling in. Now we're seeing,
let me know what you take. But yeah, there's a shortage of Ozempic right now, so that too is kind of. So yes, I will get back to live streaming. Don't worry. I will most definitely do that. But I just trying to settle in and get things taken care of. I'm so busy. And I just need some time to myself without filming everything. I'm just like happy to just be not filming as much or going live right now. I just need a bit of a break. It's nothing to do with you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate all your support in the comments. And, Sometimes Salah goes live on his gaming channel. It's in the link if you want to hang out with us. All your support in the comments. Also, Ton Salah, he does gaming. Like he's playing Resident Evil 4 remake right now. It's really intense. But it's just like a handful of us, like a nice intimate chat, maybe 50, 60 people sometimes. And it's fun. We just have fun. I try not to get triggered by trolls. But a lot of good people in there. And so if you want to hang out with us, that's fun as well. So yeah, I'm just parked in the middle of nowhere. I did miss the Canadian wilderness, I used to think the dead trees were depressing, but I just appreciate. Hi, Fly. The difference of
Why is she in please don't tell me this. She's driving out, like way out of Cornwall to make it seem that she's not in Cornwall. Please don't tell me this. But it kinda is like that. Remember, this is the same person that used to drive to Montreal, just to go to Orange Julep. I'm just going to Orange Julep, guys, or I'm just, driving around. I'm like, gas prices were and so are still expensive, yet she was driving for like 2 hours. In fact, hours a day, just up and down, going to the long road to talk. I'm like, do you really need to do that? You don't. Is this the first time leaving the house? It is. It never looks like this during the summer. You know what? She's been out multiple times. Even looking at the meal that she put down earlier, it seems like she's going out consistently with somebody. So she is that Auntie Rasta that she keeps going out and eating, I don't know, fried chicken with fries? Seems very, because Pete is very peculiar with his food, right? So she's going to different restaurants and she's eating out with somebody. And if I had to guess, I would think it would be Auntie Rasta.
atmosphere, I tried the Tim Hortons Bailey's line. I had an ice cap. I haven't had an ice cap since 10th grade. And I know I shouldn't be drinking that stuff. I shouldn't be eating what I'm eating. But for some reason, I just can't. Part of one of the big reasons for coming here, obviously, is the getting to eat comfort foods again that I've missed. You saw my grocery haul. I got everything junk. And no, nobody forced me to do it. Nobody had a pew pew to my head and was like, get this stovetop, get this Chef Boyardee's. But
funny how she says pew pew when there's a channel called Pew Pew Tasha. Is it a coincidence?
oh man, I want to eat it, I guess, is what it comes down to. I want to have like another last hurrah, like I never learned, for all of the comfort foods I've ever had. So I'm thinking of going eating all of these things and doing a story time with each item and why it's a comfort food for me. It might be like therapeutic to me. Why is it a comfort food? Why is ravioli from Chef Boyardee a comfort food?
Last hurrah.
And I got to think there's got to be a story time to each situation. There just has to. So maybe we'll go for a ride somewhere down the long road and bring a bowl of ravioli and do a story time. No, probably not the long road. I don't know. I'm sick of that road. It's not the same. I don't want those memories, a lot of them, So anyway, when I do get my own place, like I said, we're going to have a party.
I cannot believe, well, actually I can. She cured her diabetes again. She's having her last hurrah of foods the fatty foods that would actually be disastrous to her diabetes. She's going to have her last rounds of them. So she's either eating out with Peetz or Auntie Rasta, as Safir is saying. Yeah, the Nuggies is up Peetz's alley or it's Auntie Rasta. There has to be one of those two. I would say so. It has to be one of those two. So we shall see what happens. She never learns. The doctor did say not to eat certain types of foods. What did she do days later? She ate certain types of food. Now we're doing last hurrahs of foods that I myself don't typically partake in. But hey, it's her life, and it is her funeral as well. If she continues down this road, you can't keep doing what you're doing. She came back so Salah won't control her food and eat as much junk as possible. Yeah, nobody's stopping her, Ginger. Nobody.
All right, well, I've yapped enough. Here's my sermon for today. And, but yeah, that's my situation so far with the weight loss surgery. So I'll keep you guys updated, like I said, because there's people going through it and there's people who have gone through it. And I love sharing. I like that we can all share experiences. because we all go through it differently. All right. Hope you have a good day. Bye.
And that is it from the Foodie Beauty. Not letting us know where she is. Well, you could kind of tell. I mean, it's not really that hard, and it's kind of logical if you think about it. Eden that says Pew Pew asked Foodie to team up with her to take down FFG. She did, really? Oh boy, it seems I'm not up on a lot of things. A lot of things are happening, and I, I didn't even know that. I have no idea. All I just know that there was something going on, something was going down, and whatnot. All right, so let's get into some Crystal Barbie Station. No, we're not gonna get into Crystal yet. I gotta get into the whole Pete stuff. So let me do the whole Pete stuff first. So we got Eyelash. If you don't know Eyelash, shout outs to Eyelash for this video. They've been doing insane, a lot of good stuff. Running from the Kuwaiti laws. Was she running from the Kuwaiti laws? Also, where is the video on the whole Pete situation? Because somebody did this amazing video on Pete's and the stuff that he was saying, and a lot of us called it that most likely Pete's and Foodie Beauty might team up again, and Pete's and Foodie Beauty might move in. So who's to say, right? All right, so let me get into this. Believe it was girl please had the video about the Pete situation. So if you haven't been watching Pete's, I mean, not a lot of us have been watching Pete's, to be honest with you. I've kind of given up on Pete's, to be frank, ever since he stopped cooking. It hasn't been entertaining for me. But hey, let's get into this. Let's go. Pete's triggers you.
Well, I mean, I suppose that's partly up to her as well. So, I don't know. Am I? Tired. So no, Sandra, I haven't. She brings the idea. What I feel. I don't know. We'd have to talk about it. Yep. We would definitely have to talk about it. Make sure that that would work.
Facts already said.
I will say the biggest benefit is that I would be able to cook again. Like hey, Rebecca, if we did move back in together, I would be able to start cooking again. So that would be nice. Hey, Joel.
Literally the only thing that's stopping Pete's from cooking at this home is Pete's, because there is a kitchen. He can use the kitchen. He doesn't want to use it because it's literally right next door to the room that the couple share. For me, that's not a problem. Just cook during normal hours. Like if you're gonna cook breakfast during breakfast time, lunch during lunchtime, dinner during dinner time. What's up, Billy Joe? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. You saw it on Garlic Bread? Yeah, I did see it on Garlic Bread as well, but Garlic Bread shouted out Girl Please. Shout outs to Girl Please. Doing big things.
No, it's kind of up to her. Well, I miss her too. Hey, Elf. I am aware that she's back in Canada. No, I have not. I remember. I mean, yeah, we text a little bit here and there.
So Marie.
The Kia? Really? The Kia? Well, gonna go into. I'm pretty sure she's boycotting Starbucks as well. Like I'm boycotting Starbucks. Getting Tim Hortons. I don't know. I doubt we will. Why did I think she got rid of it? It was a while.
Yeah.
Will I ever do cooking streams again? If I get a place of my own, if I get a place of my own, then I will do cooking streams because I want a kitchen that I don't want to be comfortable in the kitchen. I'm not comfortable cooking like with that couple like just in the next room. It just feels weird to me.
All right, Chip Chop, what's up? All right, so he's saying he would move in with Foodie Beauty again, but is Foodie Beauty gonna snuff him? Bouchin, what's up? Is Foodie Beauty gonna snuff him? Because I'm thinking about this for a second. How long is Foodie Beauty gonna be staying in Canada? Didn't she? Isn't well? I guess if she stays for like 2 years, that would be reasonable. Or maybe she's gonna stay forever. Jess is like a married Muslim woman can't live with another man. That would be very disrespectful to Salah. But then again, isn't Pete supposed to be transitioning? Wasn't that the synopsis of the situation? Why Salah allowed her to go back to Canada and live with him until the end of October? You think indefinitely? I'm thinking indefinitely. We'll see how this pans out because either there's options here. Either Salah and Foodie Beauty are over. They just don't want us to know because a lot of people will gloat and be like, I told you so. Or maybe they are together and maybe it just won't work out. Maybe they are together. Maybe it will work out. And maybe she will live with Pete, but then Pete is supposed to transition. So Pete is to be referred to with different pronouns soon. Like there's a lot of issues here. A lot.
No idea, non. I mean, she only got back she only got back, what was it, like 2 days ago? She only got back
So
to
TikTok.
Canada a couple days ago, I imagine she'll need time to rest. And, probably adjust to the cold weather again. She's homeless. But I mean, I can't. It's not my place. It's not my place, so I can't really let her move in. Would I move if I found a roommate? Yes, I probably would. Hey, Nancy. No.
She's not really
I'm down
married.
to see her if she's down to see me. No, absolutely.
What type of behavior is this? She left you high and dry. Isn't he? Wait a second. Isn't he supposed to be having to pay for the luxury villa, the damage? Has he said anything about that? Because a lot of people are speculating that the luxury villa sent him uh mail about the damage at the place because they didn't leave that place in good working order. He did abuse Timbit. He did challenge him to a fight. Pete's is definitely not gonna be challenging anybody to any physical fights. I have no idea, Sin City. That is a question that I cannot answer. Who is Chip Chop? Says Tip Top. I have no idea, Tip Top, who Chip Chop is. Maybe you should ask Chip Chop Tip Top.
Up to hanging out with her. Christmas gift? Is that a Christmas card? I mean,
Who's TikTok?
If you mean me and Chantal, probably not. I don't.
Yeah, who are TikTok and Chip Chop? Because Tip Top is asking who Chip Chop and TikTok is, because I have no idea who Chip Chop and TikTok is. Tip Top.
Imagine that we'll be doing anything for Christmas this year. I'll be getting my mom and my brother their Christmas gifts. People would super chat a lot if you.
Everyone wants to suck like Pete's.
Probably, but it depends on her. She wants to be respectful of her husband's wishes, so yeah, that's fine. We do stay in touch a little bit, Nancy.
Thank you for becoming a new member, Jess. I believe you're rejoining. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. You confused Chip Chop? Why not? It's only Tip Top asking who you are, Chip Chop, and she also asked who Tip Top is.
Chantal has mentioned in the past that we do. She has acknowledged that, yeah, we do text a little bit here and there. When is the last time I ate something on camera? It's been a while since I ate anything on camera. Get together with friends? I don't have friends. So, suppose last time I got together with friends, I suppose would have been end of February. And Chantal moved away.
Oh, can we hear that again? Poor Pete's.
I suppose would have been end of February when Chantal moved away.
Oh, you guys feel sorry for Pete's?
If you take a picture on your phone, is that really a photograph? It's a picture. Yeah, like it's a picture, but I don't know that it'd be called a photograph.
All right, so that is it. Okay. You have no pity for Pete's. Yeah, not a lot of people are gonna have any pity for Pete's, and I do think if Pete's has the chance, he is 150% gonna be moving back in with Foodie Beauty because he wants to just live alone with Foodie Beauty, somebody he's been comfortable with ever since high school, and she would be able to use Pete's because Pete's got a job and resources. Once again, he's got some money saved up. He does want to move out of the couple's place because literally it's just all mental with Pete's. For me, if I'm in the couple's place and I'm paying a certain amount of money, I'm gonna save up. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna use their kitchen. It doesn't matter if they're beside the kitchen and they hanky pankying beside the kitchen. I'm gonna still use the kitchen because I'm already paying for it. But that's just me. Anyways, let's move into some Crystal Barbie Station. Eating review of untied dairy farmers from Ohio. Ice cream. What do you mean untied? Okay, does she mean fried? I don't know. That too, honeydew, that too. All right, let's go.
Hey guys, Christy here, and happy what's today? Happy Tuesday.
Pizza's working.
How's everyone doing?
Oh yeah, you're right. How did I not get that? Eating review of United Dairy Farmers from Ohio. Duh, United. Duh, Monty. Sometimes things just go over my head. It's United Dairy Farmers. That totally makes sense now.
Trying this out. It's called the Blue Moon Cookie Dough Classic Ice Cream. United Dairy Farmers.
Always something with her.
My cookie dough is there.
Is this actually gonna be put in the fridge? Like, does she really need to eat that much? Is this gonna go to waste? Like just buying stuff to buy stuff? This is what she's doing with her Cash App donations. Fast food, exactly. Cookies, ice cream, treats and dips, pastries, all sorts of stuff. Where does this go?
Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's too frozen. Metal spoon or something. I can't even get in here. Go get the spoon wet. Really, sweetheart. I can't get it. I can't at all. It's too frozen.
Yeah, maybe you can't get it because you left it in the freezer for too long. If you're gonna review, you gotta take it from the freezer, put it in the fridge so it gets a little bit soft so you can eat your ice cream. I know some people love freezer ice cream. They love it like hard and tough. Some people do. I prefer mine soft. So if I was her, I'd take it from the freezer to the fridge and, let it do its thing maybe for, I don't know, like a day and then review it.
Oh my god, look at it when it's frozen.
It's hard as hell. Yeah. And you have a
It's outside
plastic,
in the cold. That's why DoorDash.
you have a plastic.
Trying to get it.
Okay. Now it's coming out.
I can. Oh my word. There we go, got it. I'll give that a try later when it unfreezes. I gave it 10 living stars, like Paris Hilton would say. Never had Blue Moon cookie dough ice for the first time, really. I mean,
A lot of people. Yeah, she can't wait.
delicious cream on that. Next is the double chocolate brownie squares.
She got her teeth out. Does she?
You open that sweetheart.
Look at mindful Enda coming through. Just scoop with a metal spoon that's been under hot water. Easy scooping. There you go. Mindful Enda coming through.
Mm. What?
She wants.
My brownie's a lot. I give that as well 10 out of 10.
She wants to be the next Feasty Beastie. I don't know. She's very aware of Foodie Beauty, and she was in the chat earlier.
Then I have here the donut.
Ooh, with the sprinkles, old school.
It's like quality dairy, but different here. 10 out of 10. Then this is the Long John donut. I don't get them all the time in Lansing with cream inside.
All right, Ready Set Fupa says there is a fake crystal roaming around. Okay, I will check. So we got some cream.
I would
Cool.
like pastry donuts like Christopher's Kitchen would eat.
You wonder if Crystal herself has diabetes.
10 out of 10 because I love any type of donut. Certain ones, like the plain ones, I don't really care for. But thank you for inspiring me, Christy Barker, Christy vs. Kitchen, for the cinnamon rolls and the apple fritters. Just the apple.
Is this a food review? This is a food review. Many of Crystal's videos, or I would say, or almost all of them, are food reviews. This is against so many rules of etiquette. You feel ill. She could get a plate, but they're not gonna get a plate. What do you expect? At Eggy Toast, you're gonna gobble Monty's glizzy. Why did I read that?
Fritter.
No glizzy gobbling in the chat cipher. This is no glizzy gobble zone. You know, from that song with Ray Shremmerd. No flex zone, but it's more like no glizzy gobble zone. You don't pleasure any man? Wait a second. Hold up. You don't pleasure any man? What does that even mean, Eggy Toast? Yeah, who's got the Riz?
That 10 out of 10 as well. I should have done this years ago on YouTube. I didn't. And Leslie gives my sexy babe gives everything 10 out of 10, but you don't want to do it at the moment, right? Because he does it too much. Like, he's slowing down. Everyone smash that thumbs up, like button. Please subscribe to Krystal Station.
All
Have
right.
a very awesome day.
So another 10 out of 10. You know what? We're gonna watch another one. Mythica is the queen of gobbling Monty's glizzy. No, she's gobbling other people's glizzy, not Monty. She doesn't like Monty for some reason. All right, so no disclaimer. Crystal sings Numb Linkin Park, calling out Chance Wilkins. Music Biz Marti. Try this one. All right, let's get into this. I will play it. It depends if it's the actual instrumental in the background, then I won't play it. If it isn't, then I will play it. Let's go.
Hey guys, Krystal Station here. I'm doing Numb by Linkin Park, the Krystal Station version right now, right here.
Oh, she's gonna play it. Oh boy, I wish I could play this. But let's listen to some.
Of walking in your shoes. Every step that I take is a
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. No, we're not. We're not doing this.
is more than I can take. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. Become too tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this, all I want to do is be a YouTuber better than YouTube. It'd be more like me and be less like you. And I know I may end up falling too to do this. I will not film.
Okay.
But I know you were just like me, once bullied with someone disappointed in you. I've become so numb, I can feel you here. Become so tired, so much more aware. I've become this, all I want to do is be more like me and be less like you.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry for torturing you. Everything is off with that one. Let's get into some eyelash. Shout outs to eyelash, by the way, doing some good foodie beauty content. Yeah, enough of that torture. we're gonna get into some eyelash. Eyelash talked twice about why did foodie beauty leave, and I do think they have some great points here. I'm sure a lot of us have seen this. If you haven't seen the eyelash videos, well,
Hello.
check them out. Very good channel. They're doing good things. And yeah, I'm thinking there has to be a reason why, logically, why Foodie Beauty will come back early. Because she had until end of January, didn't she? So why is she back early? So let's see what Eyelash has to say about this. Let's go.
Hello.
Eyelash is
So
not Timber,
I
okay?
had a mishap. I don't know what it is. I just have this worry that I just won't be able to be the woman Salah needs, and he'll need like 5 other wives. Like, I always have this nightmare.
Yeah.
Why is there an eyelash in my cottage cheese?
Ew.
Fudge?
Oh. Do you think PG and Crystal could be great friends? Maybe they could be great friends.
If you watched my last video all the way to the end, you know that I said I would be Foodie Beauty's biggest cheerleader if she came back to Canada and worked hard on recovering from her food addictions and got her health back together. Well, I have put my pom-poms away because the reason that Chantal is back in Canada, in my opinion, has nothing to do with her health. You know, something about the health arc never made sense to me. Chantal is really critical of Canadian healthcare and speaks very highly of Kuwaiti healthcare.
Yep.
So why would she come back?
And I'm running into a wall because the wait time, I called around, for most family doctors is like 2 to 3 years.
Why would she go back to Canada when she would have to wait that long to even get into a general practitioner? She wouldn't. She would have to come back for some other compelling reason, and I think I found it. An article that just came out yesterday in the Arab Times describes the stricter new penalties for expats who violate residency laws in Kuwait.
That was interesting with that article that came on the 14th. Kuwait eyes stricter penalties for expats residency violators. And then there was another article on the 15th, which was yesterday, about the rounding up of people that were violating so many different things. That will be in the next video, by the way.
Look, it's just, I don't know how long it's going to take me, and that's why I'm here indefinitely for now.
The article describes the new residency law, which seeks to increase the penalty imposed on foreigners visiting Kuwait and remaining there in violation of residency.
I keep my citizenship status and all that stuff private because I don't like to give any attention, any information to the internet. I'm trying to learn, I've learned the hard way, but now I'm pretty more, I'm more wise.
We know that when Chantal stumbles over her words like that, it's because she's lying. Which is not a surprise, considering this article says that there is a penalty now that includes imprisonment for a period of 1 year and a fine ranging between 1,000 and 2,000 KDs for violating this law. It also says that the duration of the visits has been extended to 3 months rather than 1. I thought it had been 3 the whole time. I'm sure in the coming days we'll find out more about the details of this law and the duration of visits, what they used to be, what they are now.
So
Yeah, this is like extremely interesting to me. Like, yeah, why did she leave early? Was it because she wanted it was an emergency? And if she did leave early for an emergency, then why is she back to eating food she's not supposed to be eating? It don't make no sense. Ready Set Fupa says, Monty, can we compare Gentleman Pioneer's voice to BX Beast Boys' voices? I swear they are so much alike. They are alike. They are. You're right.
I'm just going to need to be here for a while.
The article goes on to say the new law stipulates that expats that enter Kuwait with the intention of visiting may remain for a period not exceeding 3 months. So maybe they mean that there is a 1-month visiting visa that can be extended 2 more times, but that they must leave once that expires. This is why Chantal will never admit that she is in Canada for any other reason besides healthcare, because to admit that would mean that she would have to admit that she doesn't have residency, which would just start a domino effect of all the other lies that she has told for the year that she's been in Kuwait.
And
No worries, Ready
yeah,
Set Fupa.
so it doesn't mean I'm not going to ever cease the law. We can visit each other.
The last part of this article is maybe the most interesting. A fine of 3,000 KD must be paid if an expat is working for a sponsor other than their own. Remember early when Chantal got to Kuwait, there was all sorts of discussions about whether she had a work visa or not and who that work visa was under.
Yeah, I wonder who she got the work visa under. Was it the same setup like Salah had with the business that had Murad and other people, like real Kuwaiti citizens? Like, it's very interesting right now how things are panning out, and if you look back at what has happened and what will happen versus what you've been told. She left because now she's her back at Burger King.
So to wrap this up, it is my speculation that the Canadian health arc is over before it even began. That the reason Chantal rushed back to Canada had nothing to do with diabetes or her health, but more to do with this new residency law for expats. Additionally, I don't think Chantal will ever admit to that, but I think the rages that are coming will be even bigger and more explosive than we were anticipating.
Probably.
Finally, the link to the article is in the description, and most importantly, thanks for watching.
What's up, Diana?
Anyways.
All right, very interesting. So there was a follow-up to that that I also found extremely interesting, that on the 15th there were actually a lot of Kuwait expats. Or actually, it should be more like expats arrested, because if you're a Kuwait expat, that means you're Kuwaiti and you went to go live somewhere else, like a different country, right? Well, let's get into this. This is Eyelash again. Shout outs to Eyelash. Thank you for this video. Let's go.
Little thread or my hair? Oh my god.
Uh-oh. The hair was hanging
I'm
out.
so sorry.
That it was actually pretty
Little
lengthy.
thread.
That was like a month and a half ago. That was pretty lengthy hair. So it's gonna be how long now since she shaved her head? You cannot wait till she rages. So true.
Just trying to eat in peace.
I wonder how long.
Throws me under the bus.
Kuwait does not play. A follow-up article was just released saying that 209 expats have been arrested based on the new residency laws. Let's take a look at what that article says.
Kuwait City, December 15th. A sudden inspection was carried out by the Ministry of Interior in Mabala, Sabah Al Nasser, Sharq, Hawali, and Al Fahahil, resulting in the apprehension of 162 expatriates for violating residency laws. The campaign targeted unauthorized food trucks and other unapproved businesses. Among them, 47 were arrested for working under a different sponsor, while 4 were found employed in a fraudulent domestic workers' office. A total of 209 expats have been arrested and legal measures have been initiated against the individuals, and they are being referred to the relevant authorities for further action.
Is this the reason why Foodie Beauty is suddenly having to take a break from YouTube?
Very interesting. Yeah, I found that like this literally just happened yesterday. Whose channel is this? This is Eyelash. Eyelash is an upcoming foodie beauty channel that does commentary, which I really like. Good to
Wonder
know.
if Salah's residency is in jeopardy.
I'll just show up one day in Canada and be like, hi, I'm Makia.
Observant is like Salah said, you gotta go before I get arrested. Interesting. Yeah, I mean maybe Salah is in jeopardy because remember the consensus is that Salah is under the company that Murad is a part of, and they're using that company as a cover for Salah to stay in the country. But if he's caught, depending on how and where he's caught, it could be bad for him. But it's not like he's at some other office, right? Working for a different sponsor than the sponsors actually has on paper. Because a lot of people do that all over the world. Like you might have your cousin, your brother, your uncle, your second, your third cousin say, "Hey, just put down on paper that I'm working for you so I can enter the country. And then when I enter the country, then I'm just gonna go find a job somewhere." So is that the case? Is that what's going on, or is it something different? All right, so just the food for thought. You might agree with it, you might not. It really just depends on you. All I gotta say is I just find it very interesting take that Eyelash has on stuff that I would not have looked up myself and would never have known about if they did not talk about it. So look at it. I'll put a post. I'll post Eyelash's channel. Give me a second here. Let me post it, and we are gonna get into a Jan's views here. So let me do that. Give me a second. Let's go. Jan's views right now. She's not an expat though. She's not an expat, but what would Salah be described as? He's not in Syria. He's in Kuwait, and he doesn't have the status like, hey, I'm a permanent resident, and he's not a citizen. You think it's money laundering? So we shall see. Didn't Salah start working again? I was hearing something about that he's gonna try and start working at that appliance place that Al Shabib works at, because that's the job he was making good money. Al Shabib said he was better than Shabib. That's why he got the manager job, and he just quit all of that, the good pay, to do YouTube stuff. But the YouTube stuff isn't working. Not that it necessarily can't work, but he is just not working on the couples channel. Because if, like I said, if I was in his shoes, I'd be, walking around answering people's questions to the best of my ability, or whatever questions I want to answer, and every single day for at least an hour, build up that couples channel. Just ask me anything. Do a session like AMA while Salah walks or something like that. So ask me anything while Salah walks. It makes sense. People can ask me questions. I can answer questions. I can have a workout. I can have a walk while showing people the city I live in. But they haven't been doing that. But he seems to be a lot more active on his channels now that Foodie Beauty's gone. All right, so let's get into this. Jan's views.
No, I can't agree with that, Erato. No, I don't think personally. I don't think anyone's envious of Yo Mama. I did speak quite openly on how I felt that one particular creator was jealous of him. That's now past. That's
Oh, you're talking about Hannibal, jealous. Okay. So Erado said your mama is one of the only creators who calls out the hypocrisy of many creators, and I'm all for it. I think many smaller channels are just envious of him coming in and have a falling so quickly. Okay, he calls out the hypocrisy of a lot of channels. Okay. But then he does hypocritical things himself. So then there's that. That's why, I can list them to be honest with you. But hey, we can leave that for another time.
It's back in the past now. Um, and I still believed that. But to say that you feel that smaller YouTubers are jealous of him, no, I don't. Which ones are you thinking of? Because I personally believe that Yo Mama's on a very slippery slope because his words are catching up with him. And you
Whoa,
know,
whoa, whoa, whoa! Jen's views wasn't Jen's views just what, I don't know, a week, 2, 3, 4 ago, all about your mama and defending what your mama is doing insane. Did the following what happened when your mama had to check Jen's views, and it seems there might be a lot of love lost here, is what I'm saying. Right, ready, set, food preferably. This is the thing I don't like or understand. Is like in reality we all have bias, and that is okay. Yeah, of course I'm gonna have bias. I'm not gonna say I'm unbiased because that's actually not true. Of course I'm gonna have bias towards many, many things. If I am having an opinion, most likely I'm not gonna be unbiased towards it. Most likely I am gonna be biased, and I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I am biased. I'm not gonna bullshit people and go around saying, I'm the greatest streamer ever, the greatest stream ever, and I am unbiased. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm not the only one to feel that way. That's a really interesting observation. He's smug and screechy and loud. He's the male version of FFG. Do you know? I could agree with you.
Okay, so we got Jan's views agreeing with Tip Top. He's smug and screechy and loud. He's the male version of FFG. Funny how Jan's views was all about, once again, all about your mama, all up in your mama's chats. And the same typical thing happens with Jan's views where she has a falling out with you. And you know why that happens? Because she wants to be right all the time, 100% of the time, and she wants to control the situation, the conversation. There's a lot of things that Jan's views will do, such as come in your chat, and if you block her, she goes on her channel and says, "Oh yeah, you blocked me because you can't handle the real." Being real or people coming at you and saying, speaking their mind. But yet, if you've ever gone in Jen's views chats, you know what she does when you speak your mind and she doesn't like it? She blocks you. That's what she does. So she's very hypocritical in that manner, and everybody has a falling out with Jen's views based on the type of shit she does. She wants to control exactly when you can speak, how you can speak, what you want to talk about in her channel and on her chats, on her panels. If she comes on your chat and your panel, it doesn't matter if you want to speak only about a certain topic or subject or plan or whatever you want to talk about. She will talk about whatever she wants to talk about, and that can derail the conversation a lot of times. Chantal's not an expat. Yeah, you're right. All right, so let's continue.
With that, because ever since I've sort of, I don't know how long I've sort of noticed how loud he is and how the laughing, I don't know, the constant laughing does become jarring in the end because it's like, well, what are you laughing about? Are you laughing at the situation or are you laughing at yourself? And there's no way you can sit there and laugh for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Dot says, I think Gary was smart to leave for his own mental health. Yeah, I think that was one of the best things Gary did was if your mom has been attacking you and you don't like it, you might say you're two-piece, but it's affecting your mental health, the best thing to do is literally log off. So I'll commend him for that. Just log off, do your own thing and not have people affect your mentality because you got to protect that. So yeah, I do agree with you. He did the right thing. Dot says Chantal is not an expat but an ex-fat. Yes, true. Your mama attacked Gary though, and I feel it's your mama's fault that Gary stepped away. Yeah, Gary was doing his own thing. He was minding his business. Gary has been around on the internet for a long time. If you don't know where Gary is or actually from, he had the Bipolar Corner channel. It's still up though. I don't think it has any videos, but Gary has been around for a very long time. So I forgot who Gary used to get in it with back a couple of years ago. I'm sure somebody in the chat will remind me. But yeah, Bipolar Corner is being run by Gary. He decided to come into Go World last year. He was doing well for himself, and then this happens. So
You know, nothing's that funny. So is that part of his act? And if so, okay, that's part of your act. But I do feel that he's beginning to show his hypocrisy, and I was careful before I started speaking on this because I wanted to be certain about it. But I think his allegiance to certain other creators has definitely proved it to me. It may not to other guys, but it has to me. What do you think, Bridge? What do you think about his thinking it's okay for one person to do, but not okay for somebody else to do because he doesn't like?
Did you see this coming, Egitos? You're saying it has taken her a while to find your mama completely not funny. Remember, people, Jan's Views was, one of those people that were all up in your mama's streams, agreeing with everything and whatnot, cheering him on. If you'd say anything about your mama, she would come into your chat and harp at you, but like, your mama is this, your mama is that, your mama is speaking the truth in this. Now we are here. Why is that? Is it because they had a falling out? Most likely, yeah. That's typically what happens with Jen's Views and people. They have a falling out. If, like I said, you might say a lot of things that Jen's Views agrees with. If she starts seeing that there's certain things you're saying and she doesn't agree with it, she just can't leave it alone. She just can't. And as Ekito says, no one is loyal. Yeah, you would have thought Jen's Views would be, still up in there and, egging your mama on. Now she's saying the hypocrisy. And what else did she put up? New hate channel. She's putting up new hate channel for your mama. Funny how that is. Anyways, people, some food for thought for you. I am gonna take off right now. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. It's a Saturday. Take care of yourselves. Have a great Saturday. And I'll be back when something happens. Oh, yeah, by the way, Monty After Dark, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, 9 p.m. EDT for me. I will be on. So if you want to come up on panel, send me a message on Instagram or Twitter, and then I will let you on because there's a lot to talk about. Other than that, I will save the Jessica Messica on Naked and Laughing's panel for that because we're going to add that on. So if you didn't know, yes, Jessica Messica was paneling with NAL last night. It seems the enemy of my enemy is my friend is the saying. And it seems to be exactly that, right? So stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't. If I don't see you, I don't see you. Take care of yourself. If I do see you, then I will see you later. But I bid you adieu. Goodbye.